input, take it back, and where the car stops, the companies supports like Geico type, right? They will come and rescue the owner if it is in crisis or any car crash. Something like that in India we don't expect because internet is not that faster is the major issue.
Yes.
So some features they are not going to impart if it is an India model.
Yes.
That's what.
The same thing with the charge point, like, it's a firmware, basically a hardware. You have to dump the code. It's a builds, like, they made like every day one build. Without network, it's a basically, like whatever you're talking, the charge station is also like a network based. So what these DevOps people do is, DevOps team, they will dig the data and they will see a particular station, how it's acting, whether it's connected, it's active, because the charge point station depends on the weather environment. Like if it's hot, like places like Nevada and Las Vegas,
Arizona,
very hot.
Arizona.
If you go to places like Michigan and Canada down, it's very cold, and everywhere has a different temperature. So while I was working with product, like I have to do temperature tampering. And with heat, that's one experiment. And sometimes I used to dump the code. It's called Lua script. Lua. Have you heard the Lua script?
No, Lura, Lura.
Yes. No, Lua. Lua
Lua script. Okay.
It's a bash shell.
Okay.
Scripting language.
Yeah, I may not remember, but yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically like those old school bash shell, like
one of the old school batch scripting languages, right? Like VB. I don't know whether we are using VB now, but earlier olden days we used to use VB scripting.
Yeah, Lua scripting is very closer to hardware.
Okay.
Like for example, if you don't know, you can literally create a imagine 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Fahrenheit if it's not there outside. But in Lua script, you can manipulate the code and you can dump in the particular firmware, and you can see how the charging station is reacting.
Okay.
Because in reality, you don't have an outside 100 degrees Celsius or 120 degrees Celsius, but in Lua script, what I do, this is the temperature right now, and how the charging station will react.
Yeah.
What does it does is it will trip. The hardware boards will trip because it overheat, and because of low temperature, the water stations will trip down because they get a 48 amps from grid power. It's very lot of power. During that process, if outside temperature is very hot and the charge station can burn.
Yeah. So you have done.
What we do is from charge point, we in whole 50 states, wherever there is charge station, we will examine each and every station how they are reacting, how it's active, and if there are some charge stations in eBay, Google campuses, and they used to call us like, hey, initial days, our stations are not working right now. Just send someone, like they used to send me because I'm an intern, and they used to tell me what to do. I used to go to eBay campus and using my laptop and just connect the USB with charging station and dump all the code again particular build and reboot it and let it work. So there is to be a manual, like not I can by sticking ideally in charge point I can do it. Only few things like network connectivity. Connectivity you can see from the place, but if there is a problem in charging station, manually someone has to go there.
Yeah,
check what's going on.
You have good experience then, right?
Because 48 amp in the sense, it's a power distribution, like 24 amps and 24 amps. Like for example, if the only one cord is available and nobody is using the second cord, you can get 48 amps. And you can your car will be get charged very fast. But someone is using another cord. There will be a power distribution for 24 amps and 24 amps. instead of while you're charging on 40 amps, it will take 1 hour, and on 24 amps, it will take 1.5 hours or 2 hours. That's
Okay.
different.
So do you see like this in India? I mean, do we have this kind of no, not yet.
In India, we don't have infrastructure. We
But
have a very bad infrastructure.
but Modi government has said, like I heard, they are going to start electrical cars in the future. Maybe.
Yes, we do need it. We do need it, and I am trying to as like I said, I previously I sent you my project report. I'm working on it's like a different business model. Like I said, on a socialism basis, like fair wages. I don't want any middleman. Basically, take out all the middleman. Take out all the
with your
agents.
experience,
Just government entity versus the public.
If with your experience
public,
and
it's like a free market.
yeah,
Whatever I'm getting the power from source, from the grid, from the we have in Andhra Pradesh, we have a 80 trams.
yeah.
So I will get directly from them power. How much? Once I got that whole power, there will be no middleman or vendor agents. Like the customer, whoever paying, it will directly go to the bill directly to 8 trams. We are just a product manufacturer, as a like if you using particular charging station.
Yeah.
And in order for that, I'm doing a retrofitting. Retrofitting in the sense, like whatever we have, the 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers, and buses and lorries.
Can you do that
We're trying to convert them electrical.
in India? Can you do that with coordinating with government? But government should help you out, right? To start an entrepreneur with your knowledge and technology ideas.
Making a workshop, it's not a big deal. I need to have a right people, like expertise people who right now I came to Raipur. I have a guy, his name is Rakshit. He's an industrial engineering in PhD. So I need a PhD candidate who can literally do a complex issues, and I need another automobile engineer, because this kind of project needs a safety. Like 99%, I need to concern for safety.
PhD students.
If you don't provide safety, rather don't do it.
PhD students for writing and designing and planning, right? But the BTech freshers for the low level jobs.
Right now in India, what's happening is they're going for easy money. They are not even doing a critical thinking or trying to learn some new technologies, or they're just relying on this Amirpet old school thing. Things are changing. They need to come up with something with a different business model. Whatever the government is providing the scheme, nobody is getting benefited in that.
Okay.
To be honest, at the end of the day. So, right now, the Niti Ayogi from Delhi, they are the one who is trying to help us for this project.
Okay.
And it will take a lot of time, because for testing, it will take more than 1 year. For a whole hardware and software. It's like, again, when I said, because the production, it has to be done in India. If I get it somewhere from outside, it's going to cost me a lot. There are some people from China who are willing to do this chassis for the vehicles and everything. But Indian government, they're not going to let me do that. As of now, what's going on, the political situation,
if it
never let do it.
If it manufactures in China, it will be less price, right? If it manufactures in India, it will be high cost. Something like that?
No, it's not like that. I mean, we don't have a particular equipment.
We don't have
in order to build the particular firmware.
We don't have basic infrastructure then, right?
Yes. They used to have back in the days in Bangalore, but not in an advanced level. For example, if I'm making a board, a firmware, like any processor, it only costs like 1 rupee or 2 rupee. They are very cheap in order to manufacture and everything. Once designing part is done, and everything will print and it just come out. But when you're selling to the market, they can price gouging, like they can sell it for it depends on the market supply demand. They can sell it for 50 rupees, 100 rupees, like depends on users. So I don't want that monopoly in this. If there are a middleman and like these people, you will see like a lot of monopolies. They will try to play their game. You might know our South Indians, Telugu people, how like they can manipulate their things if they have any political. Petrol bunks are a big scam in India.
Yes.
Petrol bunk.
Yeah, recently I've seen that.
So if I'm trying to open up a new system, it should benefit for everyone. I'm not scamming them. I'm providing them a job and I'm providing them a service. And I'm providing basically a product and service. So it's not a scam for them. For them, they have to open up their mind. Okay, this is the way it should work. This is the way it should need to be going.
Basically,
based on that, we will do all this manufacturing board, charging stations, and for when it comes to electrical vehicle, I need a lithium-ion battery. Lithium-ion batteries are it's a different it's a very total different unit.
So what you learned and worked in US, you are replicating that knowledge and improving their right? If I understand.
I'm not exactly replicating it. I'm trying to innovate.
Innovation. Oh, yeah.
Innovate.
Sorry if I use replicate a bad word. Innovate.
I will be like another Chinese Jew. That's what Chinese people do.
That's why Chinese.
Like I'm doing the trade secret theft from that particular organization.
They go back and they start
Making the things the same it is. No, that's not how things work, Mr. Kumar. Because in reality, things are very bizarre. Like when it comes to EV, like I said, lithium-ion battery, the microcontroller processor, the hardware, the software, it's very complex. I need to have a dedicated team for that. Like they're full-time. Like, I can give their, the stakes, how much stakes they want. I can give the major stakes to them. I don't even want any profit out of it. I want to see this project need to be work out.
So currently, Niti Aayog is...
Chinese people do. Like the trade secret thefts, for example, while I was working in Touchpoint, they will give you a book, PRD, product research and development, everything. They will give you all access for the product. Once you quit the company, you have to handle the return everything. You're not supposed to keep the company's any confidential.
That comes under.
I know about the product in and out. I can't. If I try to replicate them, they can. One day they can come back to me and file a lawsuit again.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, I mean, I should not have used replicate. I mean to say, innovate or enhance the knowledge and skills. Right? Yeah.
Alternative. Yeah, definitely alternative. That's definitely innovation is necessary.
But my next question is, if you are in US and that immigration hiccups or bottlenecks stopping you to become an entrepreneur here, like for example, you are on student visa.
ED2, ED3, ED4. There are like a lot of categories for entrepreneurs. There are for investors, for becoming like this kind of entrepreneurs.
EB1?
There is a South Indian guy. He's from Karnataka, Davangari. His name is Valluri. I met him in Palo Alto. As an entrepreneur, he already has an outsourcing company in Hyderabad. While in Chandrababu Naidu government, he set up his ventures. He successfully run 5-10 projects. And when he came to Palo Alto, I met him. And he applied for MBA in Stanford, Boston, and like different universities. While he was with me for 1 month to 2 months. He can speak Telugu actually. Vipulav Valluri is a Telugu guy, but the parents are living in Karnataka.
Yeah.
So he did his MBA from Boston in Massachusetts. He's one of the private top private schools from MBAs. Once you got from those schools, you will have a connections. Like whatever you have a business model, whatever you have anything, they will let it do it over the night.
But you didn't.
You you will get funding, you will get any help.
Did you try this in US when you were here? I mean, whatever the ideas you have for entrepreneurship, or you don't like US and return to India?
The main thing is over there. If I try to, I can try, but again, there's a lot of politics, and again, different business models and different teams. It's kind of hard to me like to set up things there. It will take years. Right now, I have a vision. Like how the things need to be, how it should be, and how I need to work it out, and what kind of people I need. That much I know. If I have this kind of expertise people, and I do have some good connections for this project, not definitely from India, from outside, from Sweden, from Denmark, who already worked on the electric vehicles. And when I send them like, hey, this is what I want to do, and they're like, okay, how can we help you? So I'm stuck up at particular tasks like that. That's the main. Because those kind of problems only who already worked in the automobile industry, they can only figure it out. I can't figure it out. That's not my area.
Got it.
So I need to find those right expertise people.
Yeah. Thanks for explaining in detail.
Once if I have a product, successful product and a service, maybe I can come back to the United States and I can launch that. They will accept.
Yeah, I wish you should.
Anywhere, I can go anywhere with the product. If I have a product, I can go to Singapore, I can go to Malaysia, I can go to anywhere.
Yeah. So my next question is,
anywhere who wants to change, see the changes. But the problem is, everybody can't afford Tesla. Tesla is very expensive. Model S.
Yeah.
Like $75,000, $80,000. Like only rich people, like class A people can only afford it. Like middle class and lower class, they can't afford those cars. When it comes to what I am doing is, I'm doing the retrofitting. Retrofitting in the sense, whatever the existed old vehicle, I'm taking out their engine part out and I'm trying to replace with the new electrical thing.
Yeah, got it.
So it doesn't cost me much lot. It's like in Indian market, because people are very, if I try to sell any EV for 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, people can't afford it. It's very expensive. Now, there are but if I try to retrofit their vehicle, and yes, it's working for any vehicle, and the safety measurements and everything is clear, then I can sell my product to them.
Yeah.
Because I have a genuine product, like where to put, where to locate it, and basically, like you said, in the previous line, everything will need to be networked. And when it comes to these electrical vehicles, the MCP, the microcontroller processor, what does is it has to connect with the battery, it has to connect with the vehicle, it has to connect it with everything, So that's what it's doing, communication with the whole integrated part. Even that's what the electrical vehicles does. So it has to be communicated, okay, how the alignment is, how the wheels are, the safety, for how long I can go with my current charging, like where is the next charging station available. Everything will need to be pre-planned. It's not like, okay, you are going somewhere and you just stuck up, because it's not a petrol or a diesel car. Like if you stuck up, you can go to some petrol pump and get some petrol and you can go. But when it comes to EV, it has to be pre-planned drive. Pre-planned drive in the sense, night you have to, once you reach home, no matter what, you have to charge car over the night. So that you can go 100 kilometers. Like in a day, you don't barely go in 100. In this busy traffic, in Indian traffic, you don't even travel on more than 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
Like that's enough. You don't need a charging station for that. Just charge your vehicle at your home over the night and go to work. Like that's enough for you. But if you're trying to plan to go for a long drive, like Visakhapatnam to Rajahmundry or Vijayawada or Hyderabad or any long journey, yes, then you definitely need a charging station.
So the things will.
I can.
But in India,
charging station in the petrol pumps.
In India, things will improve in the future, right? For this model you are explaining, it may be down the line next 10 to 20 years, correct?
It because it's like a tech shift. Totally, you're converting the automobile industry into totally into a different sector.
But do you think this
Which because we don't want this pollution. We don't want to see this all this petrol and oil mafia, whatever going on.
But
petrol pumps.
whatever the
They're literally squeezing up the natural resources.
Yeah, got it. So coming to yes.
So in order to balance that, make it eco-friendly and environmental friendly, we are trying to create this vehicle.
What is your advice for students in India? International, we have to call them international students, right? Who are aspiring for MS or MBA in US and because let me add.
They are like whatever after BTech, after BTech or any graduation, they are preparing for GRE, TOEFL, and they are planning to go to UK, USA, or Australia for their higher studies. I mean, they are preparing their minds to settle down there. They are not, preparing. Okay, I need to go there, get my master's degree and work experience, and get back to India, and I need to start something on. Because in Indian education, the academics are very bad. Basically, whatever the engineering colleges in Andhra Pradesh, under JNTU or Andhra University or under any Northern University, I consider them as slave factory. They are not literally providing any good source of education. For example, the mechanical engineer student, like my senior, he studied the same subject, like thermodynamic, air conditioning, refrigeration. I studied the same subject. Now the juniors, the next batch are also studying the same subject.
No change. Yeah.
So that's what they're lacking.
I mean, the academic institutions in India disconnected from the industry, right?
Yes, very much. They are literally trying to throw them into a certain set of workforce. That's it. Placement. That's not a real placement.
You study BTech mechanical.
How you will see it?
You study BTech mechanical. You get TCS or example I'm giving. You study BTech any branch. You will end up in IT testing job or. Then all these 4 years education is wasted, right?
It's wasted. So it doesn't make any sense. It's for the namesake. They went their degree.
So in that case, 10th grade.
I consider them as a slave factory.
Slave factory? Slave, okay.
Yeah, slave factory. That's where you will see all this modern slavery.
In that case, 10th standard, intermediate or BA, any graduate is okay to come to IT, right? There is no need of studying BTech mechanical or electrical, chemical engineering because in India you end up in IT.
In Infosys or TCS, you don't need a BTech degree. Normal BSc, Bachelor of Science, like normal government college students can also work there.
But they ask 75% or 80% of BTech, all that is nonsense.
That's again a kind of, class discrimination, whatever you can tell. It's like, if I have a good connections in TCS and Infosys, I can get a job here in India, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs per annum. But over there, they're not learning anything. Did you figure it out? They're doing the same project, maybe over there, what they're doing, H1B in the sense, putting on the bench. That's what they're, TCS and Infosys and all this Capitalism are doing. They're putting on them on a bench.
My friend,
1 year or 2 year, okay, till your H1B got picked up, just sit there.
My friend Ravi told in one video, his friend from Wipro or some other company, doing same job for 13 years, 20 years. But if they lost during COVID, then they can't get any job because they're outdated. Whatever they are doing, IBM mainframe, still now they are doing the same thing. COBOL, line changing.
The problem is, sir, in Indian education, there is a lack of critical thinking.
Critical thinking, yeah, correct.
Critical thinking. Yes, like whatever the Wipro, TCS, Infosys, what they do, they provide a services for the government. It could be a healthcare, it could be a infrastructure, it could be any admin. That's what they provide. They're basically pure outside.
Some videos,
they're not genuinely providing any innovation.
Some videos, if you see, some people are forwarding For simple DevOps questions or testing questions, in a video, a Skype interview, somebody has to answer my questions and I have to do a lip sync. If I Google it, at least those questions for half an hour, I can answer a video call, right?
You can change that mentality, sir. There are everywhere. Like, who wants to go for easy money and they are not seeing their future. They think it will continue that manner, but
I mean,
they can.
what I mean to say is,
People, they can't even learn new skills.
I'm not insulting them. What I mean to say, the effort they put in for lip sync practice, they would have Googled those basic questions, right? In interview, how many questions they can ask? They can't ask 100 questions.
Basically triggers, what are the pipes, what are the, like, these are the questions they ask. They don't ask any, like, what is the space. They don't ask rocket science. They ask the basic.
They do that, something is lack, right? Parents guidance or teachers misguidance in India. There is no bad student, there is only bad teacher, right?
There is a forcing. There is a forcing.
Forcing.
Question education.
There is no bad student, there is only
Throwing the kids into there is another guy who became is making 50,000 rupees. You also become like
stereo.
Like competition education never worked.
I mean, there is no.
It's basically a competition. Or like a rank holder, first rank, second rank, third rank. Like it's all whom they're pressuring. They're pressuring on the students. Sometimes they can go into depression. Some people are very sensitive to it, like who are very rank holders who studied their whole life. I have some friends who don't even got a rank. Their parents are very wealthy. They just got their engineering seats from private colleges like 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs. For the namesake, they got their engineering degree. Same thing with medicos, doctor. If you have a 1 crore, you can become a doctor in India. You don't need to go like AIMS or like.
But the patients will die,
It's all
right?
over there.
Yeah.
It's a scam. No. Okay, the doctor. I have a good friend. He's my childhood friend. He struggled very much hard. He's from Visakhapatnam. He was influenced by his uncle. His uncle is a general surgeon from AIMS. His name is Shamachalam, and he's very popular doctor in India. Vizag, like very famous. AIMS in the sense All India Institute of Medical Science. So,
AIMS I know.
Yeah, he was very influenced by his uncle. Uncle in the sense Manamama. So he seen his whole life, like I also want to become doctor, and he finally, he went to Sri Chaitanya and Vijayawada, and he got a rank in ANSET 512, and he went to Andhra Medical College, and after that he struggled, and he did his medicine and MS Ortho in NIMS, Nizam Institute of Medical Science.
So 500.
And after that again, he prepared some coursework, and finally he did his MD in AIMS Delhi. Now he is like genuine doctor. Any orthopedic or